If you're new here, I'm Mercy, and consider subscribing to the channel. Today's live stream, it's about chatting with you. So today I just want to chat with you and share my life experience. this this week actually I was going through social media, and in this group, a WhatsApp group, and somebody uh, posted a certain couple. Uh, they were married. The wife was working, and the husband was also working, but they actually did not. Uh, the wife did not like put in money to support pay the bills at home. She claimed all the time her money was very little, and the husband never saw any money. And the husband was footing all the bills at home, from electricity, food, name it, all the bills the husband was paying. And then the wife was not. The wife was saving money, and she decided to buy land with her father, and then also helped the brother who had lost a job, helped the brother to start a business, which business she was co-sharing with the brother. So when the man that one time the wife used the man's laptop to check on her emails, and she left it open without logging out. So the man came and read all the emails, the business transactions she has been having, the conversations with the father, the payment slips from the job, and the husband was shocked how much money the wife was having in her account, and yet she has been pretending like she doesn't have money. He has to toil and do everything. At one time, even bought her a car. Yeah. So the man was shocked, and he got annoyed with what the woman did. And then he decided to go on and check on the wife's phone to see exactly the whole truth, and he got whatever he wanted. He got the real evidence. The wife has been doing a lot of mm, transactions behind his back. So, so this was so the man got annoyed, and he decided that this woman should refund his car, should bring back the car. He sold the car, and everything that he had given her, he took it back and told the wife, now we can stay in this marriage, everyone for themselves, God for us all. Hmm. I read that thing, and yeah. What do you think about that story, guys? The woman is not supporting the man. So the man has come to know what the wife is doing with her money, and yet she has been sharing the man's money. So the man took back everything, and yet they have remained in marriage. They are still in marriage, but everyone for themselves, God for them all. How do you help that marriage, Vanag? Hmm? By the way, is it even still marriage? I read that story, and anyway, that story is a 50-50, depending on what you call marriage. Marriage means different things for different people. Marriage means different things for different people. if we collected 10 couples to talk about marriage, they'll give you, to define marriage, actually, they'll give you 10 different definitions of marriage. Mm, it is what it is. So, there are very many definitions about marriage. You know, because this was posted in a group, different people had different arguments. Some were saying, the wife is bad. How could she make the husband pay every bill when she has money and she's not bothered about giving her money to support the husband pay bills? Others were saying, no, it is the role of a man to provide for his family. Others say, no, the wife, how can she be buying land with the father? You know? I just loved the argument in that group. Nay, guys, sincerely speaking, what do you think? Okay? What do you think about this behavior? Yeah? What do you have to say about it? Hmm? What do you have to say about it? Is it okay? Yeah, before I give my personal opinion, these people's whole story is just about everybody giving their own personal opinion. Yeah. So you may find that somebody who is a Christian will also have a different opinion about that marriage. Actually, I had some men were saying, no, women are supposed to be helpers. So they are supposed to help the men pay the bills. Okay? And then also the women are also saying, no, men are providers. They should provide. We are not gonna. You imagine that, eh? So it was a whole deal of argument. At the end of the day, everybody remains in marriage after all. You guys. And then I come across this post of this lady on TikTok. She says, men are always complaining that what do you bring on table? Women, what do you bring on table? Men are asking women, what do you bring on table? And this lady says, we wash the table. We wash the table, and the men bring something to be put on the table. That was a very big statement to be digested. It is only a mature brain who will understand what that lady was meaning. That women, we clean up the table, we wash the table, and the men bring something to put on the table. But anyways, if they're not able to bring, then we help. Okay? So the problem in this conversation is that if you're married and then you expect your wife to foot the bills with you equally, okay? If you expect your wife to foot with you the bills equally, my friend, that is something else. It's not help. It's not help at all, okay? Because as a man, what keeps your wife attracted to you is the fact that you're able to provide for the family and you're able to lead the family. Once you lose out on those major functions, just know the remaining functions your wife can find from any other man. Men, if you want to be a husband, you must be able to provide for your family and be able to lead your family. But the moment you start wanting to share that responsibility equally with your spouse, it's going to be something else. That is the fact. I'm a woman, and women, we have different opinions, but our hormones and thinking kind of always is together. I hope you get it. Because if you're a man and you're failing to provide, and your wife is providing, hmm, everything your wife is providing, or your wife is providing 70% or 80%, it takes God's grace for that marriage to stand without disrespect. That is the truth. Without disrespect. Because you will not command your wife around, yeah, to carry on with the other extra duties when actually you're chilling. Hmm? Yeah, a wife will come, she's stressed from looking for money. She's stressed of paying the bills. There are a lot of bills that are laid on the table. You're telling her to pay. She has homemaking duties. My friend, that woman is going to be an angry woman in your house. She's not going to smile at you. You're going to have quarrels and stable family. That is the fact that people want to understand. Okay? Yeah, it's okay. What about us who provide blah blah and that? But men, that is the truth. No woman wants to be married and hustle like a donkey and call it love. Nobody. Nobody. If at all she is there, she's paying the bills, she's leading, she's doing the homemaking, and she's still comfortably respecting you. It is not love, she's enduring you. That is the fact. She's enduring because there are so many things that she may not manage to change. For example, if the marriage is involving children, yeah, maybe if she looks behind and she's like, what do I do? She's confused, or she has a low self-esteem. She's desperate. She will suffer within there, but she'll be tolerating you. Yeah. Don't even at one time think that that woman loves you. Mm, that is the truth. No? Because I really want you to imagine you're a man, okay? You're not doing homemaking chores, eh? You're not cleaning the house, you're not running around with children, you're not washing, you're not doing what? You know, all that work that is involved at home. You're not doing all that. This lady is doing all that. Maybe even she has no maid. She's doing it handedly. She's running around with children. Then she goes to look for money to come and pay bills. And the man, you're there. My goodness. It is a lie, my brother. I don't want to deceive you. I'm a woman. Unless that lady has something that is making her cling unto you. But genuinely, it is not possible. And women, my network keeps getting bad. This kind of husband who keeps reminding your wife about bills, home bills, that the power bill is not paid, the water bill is not paid, school fees is not. I want to tell you the truth. There is no woman who doesn't know that those bills are not paid. They know. The reason why they are not paying is because they are expecting you to pay. So she will not bother hustles. You are the head of the family. She will keep quiet, and you're reminding her to pay those bills. You're just nagging her. Okay? If you can't pay the bills as a husband, the best thing you can do is to go quiet or complain about your money issues alone, but don't complain them to your wife. Yeah, that is the truth that mm, partners don't want to know, but it is. Don't remind your partner about bills, especially about a role that they are not supposed to play. It's like you're a woman reminding your husband to bathe children. Hmm? You remind him that children have not bathed. Mm-mm. That is your role as a homemaker. Yeah, you have to do that. If he does it for you, he does it out of love to help you do them. Yeah, to help because you're working in partnership. There are roles that are gender based. Hmm? However much we try to run away from them, our gender dictates those roles. Yeah, we want to get into modernization, but why marriages are failing is because still those gender roles are being abused. We're raised in a generation which is like that. Okay, that there are roles that are expected of a woman, of a mother. Hmm? Like if a visitor walked into your house and found your house very disorganized and dirty, nobody is going to blame your husband for a dirty house, but it's automatic they'll blame the wife. What kind of wife is this one who stays in a very dirty house? Eh? They will not blame. It's gender role dictating. Hmm? Okay? So if your children have not eaten and you're not a single mother, you're staying with your husband, hmm, and there is no food in the house, nobody is going to come and blame the wife for not having food in the house because the husband is the provider, is supposed to provide food. It's a role that is dictated naturally. Dictated naturally. Okay. So, yeah, overall, women, we are helpers. Okay? Men are heads. They bear the vision. They should be able to walk that journey, and we support them. Hmm? We support them. We don't cost share, but we support. Yeah? There is a difference between supporting and somebody who allocates you what you're supposed to do. Okay? Like I've seen couples where maybe they have 4 children, those children are schooling. Then the husband wakes up and says, these 2 children, you're supposed to pay their school fees. For me also, I'm paying school fees of these 2. Okay? You're dividing those children in the middle. Yeah? You're saying your partner is to pay for the 2, you're paying for the 2. Yeah. As a father of the home, of the family, as a leader, speaking. Because once a mother takes a role of paying school fees for the child, hmm, naturally it will mean something else. It's like telling that child, you don't have a father figure in you. Mm. That child, don't be surprised when that child grows up and stands up to say, it is my mother who paid, who educated me, and abandons the dad. So dads outside there, I know you love doing these things so much, but never continue with this kind of behavior in front of your children, where you divide tuition for your children. I think the best and humble way to do this, pay tuition for all your children. If the money is not enough, ask your wife to support you. Tell your wife that I've paid this much tuition for the children, but there is this balance of money which is not there. Can you please support me and we clear our children's tuition? Yeah, that is a beautiful, loving way of educating your children. But as a parent, stop the habit of dividing children in the middle. That these children, it is your mother to pay your tuition. And then this one, it is your father to pay tuition. It is not a good way of running a family. Humbly, if you've been doing it that way, there is a much more better way of taking your children to school together. Yeah, because if you divide for your wife the children to educate, she's going to divide for you the children you should visit for VD. How would it look like for your wife to be going for VD alone to see the children she's supporting? And as parents, we should reverse the way of handling our family matters. Okay? Yeah, there's always a much better way of supporting each other achieve than acting in a certain way that looks a little bit mean. Okay? A little bit mean. Yeah. Because if you start like that, dividing the tuition pay, tomorrow you're going to wake up and tell your wife, I'm the one who buys food this week. Next week, you're the one to buy. Uh, and your children will be watching you doing that. And that is what exactly they are going to grow up doing. Yeah. Because unfortunately, sometimes some parents do these things and they echo them out in the presence of their children. Hmm? Yeah. Now I want you to imagine, supposing your wife has no money to take the children to school in the week of reporting, and then for you, the dad, you prepared this these two. So your wife is still looking for money to take the other two to school. Yeah. And you even can tell them your mother is the one who's supposed to take you to school. Nag. Sincerely speaking, hmm, these children, what are you trying to sow in the minds of these children? You're trying to tell them like, I'm not responsible for the bills in your life. Okay. And sometimes it may look like something that is very simple, but psychologically it affects the children, of course. Our brothers than he does care for us. So we cannot do that. So this whole thing started from a story that I've shared in the beginning. So personally, on the side of that lady, buying things with her parents, yeah, buying things with her dad, buying land with her dad, and probably they didn't have land as a family with her husband. Yeah, it's not something that is good. Always when we get married to build each other. Hmm? Yeah, I'm not a marriage coach, but today's chat, I'm just sharing a story that I read on social media, and I've seen this kind of thing happen over and over again, people doing it, but it's not a good thing. Yeah. Any wife out there, if you with that man, whatever brought you together, either love or something else, just know that you are in a partnership. Okay? I don't know why I'm sweating. It's a little bit hot here. Partnership in marriage, there are a lot of things that are involved in that partnership. One of them is business. business, building a home together, because you're going to have friendships, social capital, different friends. Um, so it's about building friendships, building businesses, building um, your dream home together, raising your children together. There are a lot in this partnership that may always call for sacrifice of certain things. Whatever pushed this lady to buy land with her husband, with her father, and not with the spouse, I do not is behind every behavior of a woman. Okay, so but I want to give a general answer. It's not good. Uh, if you're in a marriage partnership with your husband, then you do things behind their back. It shows a lot of disconnect and mistrust between that two. Yeah, meaning they don't trust each other. That is the truth. And sometimes it may also mean that there's no love between them. Maybe what is sticking them together is the children, but they're just tired of each other. And yeah, or the woman is raised in that way, and maybe she's getting outside information to that, because even with the father behind the back of the spouse, so it is not a good thing. And then also, maybe why some women behave that way is because sometimes men think that, not all men, but some men think that when they marry a woman, it means the end of that woman's growth or development financially. Yeah, even owning property, especially with um, our African tradition. Like most of our cultures don't believe in women owning personal property in their marriage. And actually, that's what is pushing a lot of women to do things behind their spouses. So I think men realize seeing their wives continue to grow even when they are married to them. Let your woman continue to pursue their dream life. Yeah. Career wise, business wise, let them grow. Let them develop. I don't see any problem with that. What is actually affecting the thinking of many men is just the culture and tradition, how they are brought, that if a woman is financially stable, she can't make a good wife. Like if a woman is educated on a very high level, she cannot make a good wife. That is culture and tradition. That should be actually broken. Women can be learned, very well educated, very successful, and yet good mothers and good wives. Yeah. I think men should just deal with their ego. They should just deal with their ego. And you see, that's why you see they're associating it with most marriages of rich women and highly educated women breaking. Cannot, they don't want to live on the belief that they can stay with the rich woman and still be together. Um, So you find that such men always try all possible ways to bring women down, either by insulting them, abusing them. Yeah, any kind of abuse. It could be torture, emotional, psychological, doing all sorts of times. It comes naturally because a man naturally wants to live in that superior position. Yeah. So superiority defines a man. either it's financial superiority, either in all aspects of life generally. A man, a male, anybody male wants to live in that dominating level. So my advice to man who is comfortable with seeing you grow, seeing you make it in life without complaining. Thank God for them, because most women go through a lot and they give up on their dreams because they are married to partners who feel very insecure with their personal growth. So they give up in their dreams in order to live in the marriage. So it's a sacrifice. Or they sacrifice the marriage in order to live their dreams. It is always something, a decision that's very difficult for women to make. So you find some women struggle. They struggle to fully utilize they're under the fear, like if they achieve a lot, yeah, they may lose their marriage. So they always compromise. Men, if you really love your wife, allow your wife, yeah, allow your wife to achieve their dreams. Support them to reach the top. Okay? There is nothing you lose if your woman earns a lot of money. There is nothing you lose if you married a very wealthy woman. Yeah. It's just like a woman who marries a wealthy man. Okay? Yeah, because naturally we've grown up used to seeing men wealthy. Okay? We've grown up seeing men live a wealthy life. And the women, we think we shouldn't live a wealthy life. Yeah. But if God is blessings on your wife, allow her to flourish. Allow your wife to flourish. Don't torment your wife. Don't torture your wife. Yeah, just because you want her to be poor or you want her to be below you, that's not love. Yeah. Yeah, money is money. Money cannot replace the love you have between you and your wife. Yeah, you'll only use the money. Okay. And so today I'm going to share that story with you in a chat. Yeah. So if you have any experience, yeah, any experience about paying of bills between men and husbands and wives, it is always a topic of contest in most homes. That is the truth. In most homes, it is a topic, yeah, of contention. Men are saying women don't want to share their money. Women's money is women's money, and a man's money is shared money. Yeah. Naturally, it would have been good to have any woman pampered, sit at home, yeah, have everything provided for you. Only do the homemaking role and let your husband do everything for you. It would have been that way. But because we are living in a generation of scarce resources, yeah, not even actually scarce resources, but of men. You will excuse me, men, I'm not attacking you, but I'm only bringing out my opinion. We are living in a generation of men, of most men, because there are some who feel comfortable with it, of most men who do not want to fully provide for their family. Hmm? Their money pains them. They don't want to be providers. Yeah. If they are to do anything, They ask, what about my wife? What is her contribution on this? They don't want to fully take up activities or do roles. Okay? But I just want to remind you, if you want to have a peaceful marriage, forget about reminding your wife all the time to pay bills because your wife is not a provider. Hmm? But if you're making monthly bills a routine, your wife has to pay, and even go to an extent whereby you don't pay anything. Your wife foots your home bills, and you still want to call yourself the head of that family. You're going to fight. That is the truth. Yeah. So that is my opinion about that. And I think it has been a beautiful time chatting with you. I'm going to leave you here. See you on my next live stream. Subscribe to the channel if you've not yet subscribed, and also give a like and leave your comment down below. Bye.